Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Eador Genesis New Horizons modded. And it feels a bit weird to say that out loud, if only because it's been close to, I think, 2 weeks since I last actually played the game. Man, had a little bit of backlog we had to go through. In any case, in the last episode, we vanquished Lanashar, driving him off of the astral forever, casting him into chaos. And we did not get any sort of message when we had done so. I expected some sort of finale when we defeated his shard, similar to what happened to Dogor or Stendria. But I suppose when we eliminated both of them, there was some story behind it. Dogor's amulet, and Stendria guarding the Key of Truth. Hopefully, we found everything we needed to find, by the way, on the Nashar Shard. It just occurs to me that we could read later that he was guarding another key fragment. But we eliminated him without finding it, in which case that would be closed off to us. So hopefully nothing of the sort has happened. In any case, it is currently Astral Turn 31. In 4 more Astral Turns, is that right? Yeah, 4 more Astral Turns, it will be the halfway point of the game. Or rather, till its unhappy conclusion, if what I've read is true. With the demons finally figuring out how to destroy all of Eador and then consuming it. So we better be able to find an ending for us before that transpires. We have conquered 29 shards. We have defeated 3 enemies, Dogor, Stendria, and Lanashar. We almost have 12,000 glory. It's pretty good, I think. 2 keys of truth, 1 ancient parts, and we destroyed Dogor's amulet. Our next key requires us to, let's see. Actually, I don't know what it requires us doing. I'm assuming we will be told that that key that we're looking for is on the shard when we start assaulting the shard. It is on. We have a good amount of rewards, and our best title is God. That doesn't do a whole lot for the humility I'm supposed to have. Playing a turn-based game. We are earning 432 astral energy per turn as well. I've already made up my mind as to which of the shards we will be attacking. We're going to be going after Tangor, for reasons I'll talk about as we get to it. But first, I figured we would talk to all the Astral Masters again, as usual, because we are here, after all, in the Astral. We'll also talk with Zar for a bit, and then we'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and do this. So let's say hello to Eador. It's been a while since we talked with him. Hey, Eador. Hey, Lotaeri. What's up? Oh, not much, man. I have a question for you. I'd be happy to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Never mind, Eador. Thanks. Goodbye. I guess we'll just... Well, no, we should do the introduction text again. Belith! Well, buddy old pal, how are you doing? Doing well, Lotaeri. It's always so good to hear from you. What can I do for you? I have a question for you, Belith. What would you like to know? Nothing. Sorry for the interruption. Take care. Just calling to say hello. Just calling to say hello, let you know, Belith, I'm doing really well. And, I'm still alive and still pussing about here on the Astral. Thought you'd like to know that. You have a good day now. Now, will Vianata have anything to talk to us about since we've defeated Lanashar? Let's find out. It's nice of you to come by, Lotaeri. What can I do for you? I have a question for you, Vianata. What would you like to ask me? Apparently nothing. Farewell. Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure this means that no one has anything else to talk to us about. So I'm guessing that all of the Astral Masters that we have exhausted the conversation topics with will have no new conversation topics until we either find a new Astral Master, in which case we can ask them about him, or there's some event that transpires, like we find another Key of Truth that we might be able to inquire about. We already know Ohm's not going to have anything to talk to us about. This is our shard. Dariel, Uldugan, and Herskill, though, may have other things to talk to us about. So let's talk with Dariel first. Greetings, Lotaeri. What has brought you here? A few questions. What would you like to know? Nothing. Farewell. Oh, that sucks. We talked to Dariel as much as we can as well. Her skill? What has brought you here? A few questions. What would you like to know? What do you know about Beleth? A dishonorable necromancer, willing to do anything for the sake of power. His word is worthless. He deserves nothing but contempt. I see. Any other questions? One more, Herskill. Ask. What do you know about Oldugan? He is very secretive and suspicious. I don't know what kind of secret he is keeping, but his behavior does not earn my trust. I see. Any other questions? No, no more, thank you. Oldugan? Is that you, Lotaeri? What do you want? A few questions. What would you like to know? What can you tell me about Beleth? A former human, a necromancer. Of all the lesser races, humans are the most power-hungry. Beleth is a perfect example. He yearns for power, and he knows nothing else. It is easy to take advantage of this weakness. How can it be used? Listen, Lotaeri. I know a lot, but I'm not about to share this information with whoever asks for it. If you do want to find out something important, there's only one way to get an answer from me. As I have already mentioned, I'm a collector. I collect parts of ancient mechanisms. In exchange for such parts, I'm willing to answer any of your questions. Where can I find these? The parts can be found on the shards, in ancient ruins, ruined towers, and other places like that. If I knew for certain where they are, I would have obtained them myself long ago, instead of asking you to search for them. I see. Wow! Conversation then disconnected. So if we want some other detailed info, we need to give him some of the ancient parts I suppose we're finding. But I suspect it's a weapon, just as Beleth had suggested. So I'm not... We're going to invade Oldugan once we get back up to about 2,800 energy. So we'll hold off giving him anything, because he's not going to be around for too much longer. Czar, are you around? I'm here. How can I help you, boss? Nothing. You're free to go. Alright, so no more conversations then to do. So let's just go ahead and invade the Shard. We're going to be attacking Tangor at the moment. It's an average size shard, and swamps is what's here. 27 astral energy is okay for an average size shard. We would earn the Griffin Nest, one of, I think, the final, if not the final tier 3 unit building we don't have. We get the Handler's Guild, which lets us hire manticores and hire lichens, so we can finally convert those contract scrolls with them into a useful unit. This also, I believe, will be required for us to eventually be able to gain a phoenix in our army via that one event, assuming that we gain a phoenix egg from whatever that mage is, whose wife we keep turning back into a normal person. But we'll need this to do that, I think. So I want the Handler's Guild. We gain access to the Master Jeweler, the tier 3 jewelry shop. And in addition to this Handler's Guild, I'm mostly coming here, if not really this is what's really the attractive thing on this shard, 3 more gem income. We only have 3 at the moment, and 3 more would guarantee we can run a mage on any of the shards we start on, so I really do want this. We also would gain an agate amulet in our treasury, which I don't care about because it's going to be horrifically expensive in astral energy costs. But we're going for this, we want this, and these 2 things are nice to have. Let's do it. And I've already lowered the price of the things I am bringing with me. So, you guys have asked that I start with a commander occasionally to show how I would play with one of them. And so, even though this is a swamp shard, which would generally encourage me to use a mage, I think we will start with a commander. So let's go ahead and set him up. First, we're going to need some gem income, because I plan on taking one or both of these elves with us to start. Probably just one of them. In any case, to maintain elves requires 1 gem. It is a swampish shard according to the summary, which means I'm expecting to not struggle for gem income at the early game, but this extra gem income will help me afford them. Now, they're also expensive at 14 gold maintenance per turn, so I think we grab 15 gold income, and we'll take 1 elf with us to start. I also think we'll grab a veteran slinger with us, reducing his cost by... Oh, I just realized I lowered his astral energy cost by half, and I meant to do it by only 1/3. I did the elves with 1/3, but not the veteran slinger. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now, unfortunately, all of this that I just spent is 321 astral energy, and we're only earning 423 per turn. I do want to be constantly earning energy income in my reserve, so we're not going to... Actually, I guess we'll spend a tiny bit more just to make up for the fact that I did... There we go. Lower his cost by half instead of 1/3. So we'll take 14 gold reserve as well. So we'll earn less than 100 astral energy at the end of this turn. But I think this is a good start for us. And we're going to aim for our commander to be the ranged commander at this rate, because I'm bringing an elf and the veteran slinger with me. So let's do it. I could bring the flag with me, but it's so expensive. Even if I reduce this by 1/3 its astral energy cost, I just don't want it with me. I'm hoping the fact that we're fighting in a swamp will let me take advantage of the elves. This elf's great. You know, maybe we do bring him instead. Okay, I just convinced myself to bring both elves instead. So we'll try this. So we'll bring both elves and not the veteran slinger. We'll try to take advantage of the fact that we are starting in the swamps in order to utilize, or I hope we're starting in swamps, utilize the terrain to prevent enemies from reaching us while our elves destroy them. And we'll give our elves the fire enchantment, depending upon what our starting zone looks like. In any case, we're not taking any other items in our treasury. We won't need one. We won't need any of these with a commander to start. No buildings, because we're already at 394 astral energy spent this turn. We're earning only 30 energy at the end of this turn. So, not a whole lot of income coming in. But should still be fun. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, okay. It's an awful start. Okay, no swamps anywhere around us. 2 other races are near us, an orc and a halfling. And we are abutted up against the edge of a shard. So we only have 4 provinces instead of 6 to choose from. And of course that limits us with the amount of tier 2 provinces as well. So really awful deployment to begin with. Alright, so with that now said and out of the way, I'm going to quickly cut this so I can go and readjust the prices of the elves and the veteran slinger, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, let's go ahead and take a peek around and see what we will be doing on this shard. So, orcs hopefully won't be a problem, even if they have a cleaver in their army. 2 fire elves should be able to deal with the cleaver rather easily, since all that fire damage will burn him up to death. Hopefully, though, they don't have one, because the increased number of troops that the orcs would have, they'd have at least probably 5, will make it a difficult province, assuming there's a stronger guard here. Halflings will be tricky to conquer with our elves, in so much that they can move up and throw a slingstone at us if I do make our elves fire elves. And because I have to always worry about them trying to overthrow my rule. So I don't generally like conquering halflings so early, because I'll then want a guard contract to stick it here, to stop them, from revolting and keep them in check. So this leaves us with just 2 ones which we know we can start with. We have barbarian tribes here and more barbarian tribes. Okay. There is no, aside from this one, there's no other gem income either. So we have very limited gem income. Thank God we brought the 3 extra gems with us, which is earning now 5 per turn, thanks to those 2 elves. Okay, there is a shop in our starting province. What is in here? A knowledge store. So, spells. We could probably hire our starting commander and take a peek in that knowledge store to see what's for sale there. If he does start with a light infantry, though, we'll probably move out and attack one of the barbarians immediately. We have brigands, undead, and I think that's probably all the lowest level and easily handled enemies. Dark elves are here too. With 2 elves, we can probably take them out, but we might run the risk of losing an elf unless I'm extraordinarily careful. So this might be something we put off for a bit. I do see 6 locations and 9 locations of catacombs over here in this area, 6 and 3. So we definitely will want to conquer the Misty Field for that gem income and for these 9 locations. Hopefully there's a few more low-level things here. Since we do see brigands around, the halfling brigand quest could be useful for us to get. I wouldn't mind pushing down here first through Sand Country. I mean, we'll probably still grab their quest, but I'm not going to commit to getting them as allies quite yet. I want to see if we notice any other races around this province. Okay, so I'm going to want to aim for the Spearman School, I think, as one of our Tier 1 units. We're going to stick with the standard commander opening I like doing, which is Spearman, since, well, I like Spearmen. I'm good at using them. They're fast, agile, they're mobile to a 2 movement. They can throw spears, which I think gets impacted by a commander's ranged attack upgrades, but not their ammo upgrades. And since I'm going to be trying to aim for a ranged commander, they will be a very useful unit to have. They also give me something that can take a hit if necessary, just 1, and they're hurting afterwards, but they can take it if I need them to. Plus their spears will help our elves do even more damage at range, so we're going to aim for them. First, though, we'll go ahead and hire our hero. Brutalus. Welcome, Brutalus. Maneuvering is what he has. It's not a bad skill to start with. +1 stamina will be useful for our army. We'll leave the peasant at home. I actually like seeing... his army makeup is something I like seeing too. 2 normal slingers and 2 elves. And a level 2 spearman. That's really nice. We're going to take this with us. The militiaman can just get rid of him. We're now losing $4 a turn, so we better do something about it. So Rudolph will head right over to fight these barbarians. Oh! We should also upgrade our elves. And I'm going to make them fire elves. Path of Fire for both of them. I'm surprised that the paths that you can choose for elves don't, adjust the price of them at all. But I'm glad it doesn't, in a way, because it makes it more affordable to take them with us. Okay, yep, we send you over there, Rudolus. Because I want to attack right away. Normally, I would spend some time getting quests, but after this battle, if we're hurt, that will let me kind of mope about here and investigate a few locations. We should also build a structure, and I mentioned that we want spearmen, so let's go ahead and build the workshop. And with that purchased, we can actually, I suppose, get Rudolus something. So it might be some time before I build the forge, so I will get him a leather jacket. We'll get him the short spear. I'm not going to buy him the wooden shield, though. I'm going to hold off on that. All right, let's do it. Hopefully I see only like 4 enemies max here. If I see 5 or 6, this is too tough for us. So, let's see. The hero of Rudolus has entered the province of Misty Fields. The barbarians who claim these lands to be theirs by right are setting an armed party to intercept. 3 enemies. Let's destroy them. I know, without looking, that their shaman's going to start there. On that hill. Well, he might not, because of where my elves are positioned. He may start him down here. Let's see. Okay. And that will be good. Let's let them approach. Okay, so the good news is they gave me this one to kill, as long as I'm careful. We'll move you back and shoot him, and he's still not going to die, but he won't reach me before he burns up. He won't die, but he'll have 1 hit point left and will not be able to do significant damage to my units. So this battle is over. We might take 1 hit point of damage from the shaman as he shoots, but I don't see them doing anything else with the rest of his units. Annoying. But I think we can still kill it this turn. See, he's burning up. He's burning up. Might as well get the last hit there to get some extra experience points for our commander. Everyone died. Great. On the enemy side, that is. Our side didn't die. Not everyone died. Only the people we cared about died. +1 health, and I see range tactics. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. +1 range attack for our slinger. Our spearman's range attack on our elves. Our slinger can get an ammo. More orcs. Oh, sorry. No. Centaurs over here. We haven't had centaurs yet as an ally. We could try to get them. As allies. But I don't think they'll give us the quest quite yet. We need more army strength to get that from them. And a deadly swamp here with 4 more gems. That would be really nice to have, but we're not getting that anytime soon. Demons. Goblins. And that's all I see here for weak enemies. Weak location encounters. There's also an archery store here. So that makes it tempting to take a scout as our next hero. Oh, I forgot. Rudolus has mobility. So we can just move him right into this province next. So let's absolutely do that. We'll waste no time. We'll also take a spearman school. And then, that's it. End the turn. It's the same army composition that we're fighting. Let's go ahead and fight them. And let's do it. Okay, so... bit trickier how they move themselves, where they position themselves, but we can immediately start shooting, so we should. Okay, I would like to hit this one with a range attack, the shaman. This way he will be no significant threat with his range attack. But I also have to kill this barbarian. That's the most important thing I can do. So let's shoot him to start. He will now burn up when his turn begins. Wow! Fantastic hit, Slinger. We can just kill this guy, so let's do that. Now we don't have to worry about a curse spell being on us, and that's all we have to do. We just end our turn. Which I guess we'll move Rudolus up here, getting ready get ready to do the last hit on this berserker or barbarian. Okay, then everyone just hits this guy. 3 hit points left. I have to do 4 damage. Ruthless. Didn't kill him. It's a shame because you took 4 hit points then. But we won. Good job. More halflings. A free settlement with horses in it. Okay. So, halflings as potential allies, just to get them, like, take these provinces without having to worry about them revolting. And we've got the centaurs here if I want a stronger ally. But I don't think we can get them as allies until our army is stronger. They will not give me the quest. So I feel like we're being pushed to take these as allies. These halflings. We have another shop here. And it's a weapons store. So that is better suited for a warrior. Slugs. Actually, what's here? Some undead, and that's the only other easy location. So we have got like 5 or 6 easy locations. Ooh, that's rough. Let's build the altar next. We want the Crystal of Power. And I want that before I do any of those location battles. So I think the next thing we should do is probably grab the Halfling quest. So let's do that next. We're going to grab it from this location because I may conquer this halfling. This is a tier 1 province. This is a tier 2 province. And I'd rather, if I'm going to conquer halflings, I don't want to nullify or negate the quest by killing the halfling who gave me it. So we grab the quest from here, and then we conquer this land. Also, if a strong guard shows up here to reconquer it, they'll just rejoin me again when I move up into them in the future. So we're here to negotiate for peace, offer you an alliance. What happened? 12 brigands, no problem. It will be a problem though, because we've only got 2 locations that have brigands in them. Okay, next round, we build the tavern. Crystal of Power can be built next turn. So now the question is, do I walk back to Ritual and then go into the Crystal of Power, or do I summon the crystal to me to save me a turn? I think we will just wait. In the meantime, we will walk up here to Breadvale and conquer this land. Right, what's our income? 16 per turn? Yeah, let's do it. 5 enemies, halfling, herbalist, and a bard. Let's attack. They're going first, which is super annoying because the bard, if he has mock, will hit one of my slingers with it. He does not. Okay. Start spraying that damage out. The healers will be... I think one will move over here to heal this guy. Another one will move here to... This one will stay here to heal him. He'll move up and throw a slingstone at this elf, but we'll shoot that guy. With both my elves to end him. Actually, he's dying when his turn begins. Good job, Brutalist. +1 health. Elves require quite a bit of experience points. So let's grab Leadership 1. Some morale for you, some morale for you, some morale for you. I don't like those upgrades, but we have a choice. And some force march. Another upgrade. Let's grab a ranged attack. Rumor has it that the Korin Bogs mentioned in the Key of Truth are on this shard. I'll need to search for them. Okay. Crap. We can't leave this shard until we find that. Oh! It's here! Okay. We really need this province conquered then. And there's a location in there. We have to defeat that Hydra to get the key. Okay. I also can't help but notice that Rudolus gained another point of health. Which is not what I want my commander to get. I want him to gain anything else but that. I think he gets 5 total command? Or 6 command total? So we're just getting very unlucky to start with. Okay, so let's head over here and fight the orcs. We will build the Crystal of Power. And we will summon the Magic Crystal for him. Low difficulty. Ikarai is what we have to kill. That's awful. Bad luck. Are there Ikarai even around? I see nothing in our starting province. Nothing there. Nothing here. I don't even see any Ikarai in any of these locations. Okay, so we're not completing... Oh, here's some. So there'll be 4... There'll be at least 4 total that we'll get credit for here. 3 plus the one that gets summoned. There might be even a 5th. I just don't like fighting Ikarai if I'm using a ranged army, because that's really difficult. Our elves will get annihilated if we fight them. Also, good to see we have 3 enemy Astral Masters on this shard. Alright, yep, we go here, we fight the orcs. I am very interested with a commander, by the way, in securing as much income as I can get as quickly as I can possibly get it. So normally, I would start taking locations instead of checking these orcs. But I do want to see, I do want this province. So hopefully there isn't a cleaver waiting there. And these locations are all too difficult for us at the moment, so we can't fight there. At home, I'm going to want the gaming house, so we can eventually build the... what is it? Taverns? Inns? Taverns. We'll want the granaries, so we can eventually get the pottery as well. Let's... I guess we'll start with the granary. Oh, we can't. Oh, yeah, we built the crystal power. Alright, let's end our turn. Please don't be a cleaver. Oh, we can win. This is tough. 5 enemies. Bugbear, Orc, and a Ghost Whisperer. If we had 1 more unit, this would be a lot easier. But we'll still try to do this battle. We can always revert time if it comes down to it. 3 orcs as well. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna blink him. Can I kill him? Yes, we can. Good. We don't really need to move anyone else. Actually, I will move you up like this. And let's end the turn. The AoE magic damage can hurt our elves if that totem was allowed to get stronger each turn. I kind of need to shoot her, but I want to do it from back here. And we're going to let the fire slowly burn her to death. My army shifts a bit. Have to be a little careful of her because she's going to shoot my commander now. She might shoot the elf in the woods. I don't think she will. 6 damage on my commander as well. Oof, that's rough. We need to shoot her again. So it's going to be you who does so. And now she'll burn to death. You can rest. No force march on those guys. I need my commander to move away. I don't want him dying to the orcs. And he will die if like both orcs attack him at once. I want this orc to move down here and attack. Well, I don't want him to, but he's going to do that, and we're just going to have to take that hit. Out of spears. I can wait around to shoot him. Let's try to make him a little weaker by the time he reaches the front line so he's not doing as much damage. Okay, so I'm going to run you this way. He's dying when his turn begins, thanks to the burning damage. We can move you one away and shoot. And end the turn. Our elves have to rest because they're losing stamina. A big hit, but you took it like a champ. That guy does not have force march. That's all we do. Commander, heroically kills him. Good job, Commander. +1 command, and we could grab +1 more ammo for my ranged units. I think we definitely go down the ranged tactics route because we really do want that other +1 range attack. So let's take this, ranged tactics 2. Hit point for our spearmen. A free settlement. Humans are here. 5 gold and 4 gems per turn. And another shop is located there as well. Rulus now heads back home. We have a very wounded spearman, and we need to fill this slot with a unit. At home, I think we're probably going to end up taking healers. But we can do that next turn. Let's grab the granary. To let our domain begin growing faster. Brutalis leaves this guy at home. We grab 2 new spearmen. Ooh, there's a ranger for sale. He would be a fantastic addition to Brutalis's army. He's also 40 gold per turn maintenance as a merc. I don't want to lose 5 gold per turn. I don't think we can afford it at the moment. So he's just going to stay there. At 200 gold to hire him, I don't know if I'll be able to make up that cost very quickly. And I have almost enough cash and gems to hire another hero, which I would rather have over a mercenary at this point. So we're just going to leave him there. On that note, if I do want another hero quickly, then I should not look to build other buildings so quickly. How much is another hero to hire? We actually have enough. We could hire a hero right now, but we wouldn't be able to do anything with him because I wouldn't be able to give him an army. So I think Rutalis will just go in and fight some brigands somewhere. By the way, what was here? Acreal. Alright, so that's our Acreal quest completed. If I'm feeling brave enough to risk our elves during those battles. Spellcasters are doable for us as well with the elves in our army. Everything else is a little too tricky. So not a great many low-level locations around us, unfortunately. We could also take this money and spend it on buying these provinces, which would give us access to Mandrake and horses very early on. Mandrake being 11 gold and 5 gems for each one we don't have, and horses being 35 gold for each one we don't have. But I think with another 2 units, Rulus might be able to take on what's guarding these settlements. So we'll fight for them. And we're not going to do anything else. We're not going to build a building because I want to hold on to my money for a new hero next turn. Oh, God. It's 8 enemies here. I wasn't expecting so many. Gang leader, brigand, thief, renegade, and assassin. That's 5 of them. We need another unit. We have to retreat. So that was the bandit horde. Let's try the Tower of Ruins. I still can't really afford we can afford that hero, but I can't give him an army. So I'm not going to hire him yet. Just going to end the turn. We'll try a different location battle. Same battle. Retreat. What? Did I accidentally go to the same location twice? I did. Oh, Timber's such an idiot. Okay, well, we're not going to revert time for that. Let's fight this brigand horde. I guess we are going to build something now. Let's build a pottery for 4 more gold per turn. And try this again. Unbelievable. It's so stupid. Wasting a turn. Can't afford that, Tim. Much easier. Brigand, thief, renegade. 4 enemies. Let's annihilate them if we can. Elves have forest knowledge, so placing him into the woods is a fantastic idea if you're dealing with enemies who can't really deal with a decent amount of ranged defense. Do I shoot him? Or do I, right now with my elves, or do I throw a spear at him? To throw a spear, I have to risk moving this guy up, which means he gets hit by this guy and fired at by this one. We do 6 and 6 damage. He's got 3 range defense. He has a special medal, doesn't he? He does not. He's just got 3 range defense. Okay, that sucks. So we do 6 damage. He's got 8 hit points left. We burn him for 4. He still lives, but is weakened. Okay, I think we pull back, and we do indeed just shoot him. And that's it. Actually, I guess you can technically damage him as well, but I'm going to throw a slingstone there instead. Okay, that guy's dying when his turn begins, so we can ignore him. We'll start shooting their archer. I think we'll shoot him. So he's not quite burning up. Moving my commander up, I will only do 1 point damage to him, and he still won't burn to death. We throw a spear here. Move you back. And that is acceptable. Take a tiny bit of damage on our commander, but wipe them out. Stunning shot for our slinger. Soul trap spell, 77 bucks, 8 gems. That is a nice amount of cash for such an easy battle. And now we can hire another hero. And so the question is, Scout or Warrior? I didn't yet look into any of these buildings to see what type of weapons were there. I don't know. I don't know which hero to hire. darn me wasting a turn, because I would otherwise have used it to enter one of these shops. I think we should check the archery store. So Rudolus moves over there to do that. I think we build the library so that we can at least give him also some spells. We still don't hire the hero. I want to see what's in the archery store first. Which is extraordinarily painful that we're wasting so many turns not hiring a second hero when we have the money for it. Turn 10. It's not so bad at the moment. Oh, we can also build granaries, so let's do that. That's all we do. End the turn. We're saving up because we want to hire a second hero. We want to hire a third hero too, but we need a second hero first before we can do that. Let's enter the shop. Make a special order. He can make griffin arrows, so we just need to kill griffins. We'll go hunting for them. Let's look at the goods. There are some good bows here. And they're within our price range. Like, we've got the money to afford them relatively quickly if I so desire. There's an elven bow and fire arrows here, so our scout would effectively be like one of the elves we currently have in our employ. That's not that expensive. I think we do hire a scout. So, let's do that now. Linter. Hello, Linter. You start with just a garbage short bow and common arrows. We buy you some armor. Let's see. We don't need him. I see the Berserker. He's 24 gold per turn if I want to hire him. We have the money. We could take him with Linter. We wouldn't care about his morale loss. What did you have? Archery 1. A good skill for him, too, combat related. I'm going to hire... Do I want 2 new spearmen? I don't feel comfortable hiring the Berserker so early, but he would let me possibly take on a few more difficult encounters. I don't think I'm going to, though. I'm about to hire 2 new units, and I'm going to want the leftover cash we have to build more structures. Let's take... Yeah, I'm going to take 2 0-level spearmen. We're going to leave all... actually, I guess we're not going to need that slinger. We'll leave all of you behind. And Linter... I don't feel like he can do any of these battles. What's over here? I don't feel like he can do any of those battles either. I think we're just going to have you check out what's in the knowledge store and get a quest there. How much money am I making now? 30 bucks per turn? We can probably afford the show booth. We need that for the gaming house, so let's do that. Rudolus can fight some demons, assuming that it's not a difficult fight. And I guess Linter can also get some spells. We can also... No, we can't. We can't afford another granary, so let's just end the turn. Enter the shop. Make a special order. He's not accepting special orders. Let's look at the goods. So what's here? Miracle. Summon Destroyer. Word of Life. Restoration. Word of Ice. Celestial Thunder. Magic Stream. Headwind. Summon Air Elemental. So some summoning spells. Some healing spells. And spells that want spell power. Most of this wants spell power. While I'm here, I'm going to write down this stuff. Hold on. I wish there was a way that the game could track what was inside the store, so I would remember. Oh, sorry, so I didn't have to write this down or remember. Word of Ice, Celestial Thunder. Magic Stream. Headwind. And Summon Air Elemental. Most are level 3 or level 2 spells, with the exception of Headwind. 4 enemies, instant spawns. I agree with Rudolus, this will be easy. Although these enemies are, I think, immune to fire. Yep, they're all immune to fire, so a bit tricky. Okay, this works. We can hurl some spears. We can then maybe kill the imps, and then we can begin 3 range defense on these guys. Good for them. Level 7 on them as well. Okay. So I was hoping we would kill him. Let's move up like this. Take the hit. Oop, I meant to have the other guy attack first, not the wounded one. Still, we won. Good job, Rudolus. You are the wounded guy. Let's give you a hit point. Give you a hit point. Shaman's Wand, 121 bucks. That's good for that easy battle. A tree bearing gold coins has grown in the province of Misty Fields overnight. Legend has it that this tree is sacred and is strictly forbidden to pick its fruit. I love to guard it, but we need that money for other things. I forbid anyone to pick these coins. Take the gold from these criminals. Take it to the treasury. A bunch of jerks. Okay, so we build the gaming house. We can then put a granary down here. Rulus has a wounded spearman. Can we do any other battles here? I think we can still do the goblin fight, so let's try that. Linter, I think you just have to explore. Yep, I think you just explore. Oh, what passives do my heroes have, by the way? What does Rudolus have? Vigorous. I think that means he's healing a hit point each turn. Yep, he regenerates. Oh, that explains why he's taking these hits. He's not so heavily wounded several turns later, because he's regenerating. And Linter, what do you have? Diplomacy. Okay. So we can actually buy these provinces at half cost already, because we've got one rank in that. We'll want at least 240 gold before we walk down there, though. So let's try saving up for it. Temple of Light. We will examine it with Linter. Talk to the priests. Do you need my help? I'm ready. Imps. Actually, I'll do this in the name of the light. We gotta kill how many? 15? 15 imps. Goblins and a hunter. 4 enemies only. I agree with Rudolus. We will annihilate them. I'm a little worried that Goblin Hunter has poison, so I'm going to keep my units away. To start, let's see. He does not. Go ahead and set him on fire, then. And that will be good. We'll let the goblins march up. This guy dies when his turn begins. This guy dies when his turn begins. We don't need to do anything else there. But I suppose since I can get the kill, we'll do that. +1 magic. I think we'll grab range defense to have my army be a little less fragile. +1 range attack on this elf. +2 morale for this spearman. The spearman can gain a stamina. Another soul trap spell. Scroll, 61 bucks. Lots of souls being trapped on pieces of paper on this shard. So, Rudolus, you're not gaining a whole lot of command. You've gained 4 levels, and only one of them has been command. I think the next... You have over a 50% chance that the rest of these are going to be command. I think you gain no more magic. I don't think you gain any more... You gain 1 more health, I think, and the rest of this is command. So hopefully you don't get health next level. That's going to be super annoying for me. Without another command, I don't really want to fight anything like Acreal. We don't have the troops to stop them from reaching my elves and killing them. Everything else there is too tough. Also, without +1 more command in the slot filled, our army is not considered very strong, so we still can't convince the centaurs to give us their quest. Wow, I think we're out of any easy location battles I can do, aren't we? Undead, Dark Elves. Alright, Rulus, we head back home with you then. Linter, you keep exploring. We'll build the inn. And then we can begin building pubs, not inns or taverns. Those are other upgraded buildings. An ancient crypt was found by Linter. Necromancer, Witch Doctor, or Sorcerer, way too strong. We need to retreat. Once Linter's a little higher level, and maybe we give him that Elven Bow, he will be able to take on this, but not at the moment. Linter, you keep exploring. Rudolus can repair that wand. We'll hold on to it. For your troops, we can leave the wounded level 2 guy behind and take back our level 5. I see the sniper. He would also make a great addition, but he's 44 bucks per turn. We could afford it. If I could actually afford to hire him, I would have then, but I can't. Let's fight... Oh, I can't kill that brigand group yet. That's not possible. Let's fight some undead. If we're fighting undead, we don't need fatigues. We'll take magic sparks and inspirations. Actually, we could build a sanctuary for some actual, like, decent spells. So let's take it. So I think we'll just... Blesses are like 1... They're 2 gems. Really? They're 2 and 1? I thought they were 1 and 1. We'll take some blesses. We'll take a cure wounds and a single shock for you, Rudolus. Linter. Shock. Heal. You know, it's too useful to have an inspiration on the rare chance that we suffer morale loss. We'll keep that with you. And actually, with that spell selection, Linter, we could send you down here to fight those undead, while Rudolus fights the other undead. Oh, there's... Wait, what were you going to... Yeah, undead, right there. Okay. Yeah, Linter, let's send you down here. I didn't see this group of undead, did I already? I did not. Okay. Okay, let's... Did I build a structure? I did not. Let's build a pub. Uh-oh. Taking a long time. Skeleton, Bone Spearman, and a zombie, just 4 enemies. I agree with Rudolus. We can win this battle without too much trouble. I like the starting terrain. These 2 lakes will protect this elf from being attacked by anything but that Bone Spearman. And I'm going to shock him right away. Didn't kill him, which is a bit awkward, but we'll burn him to death when he steps up. So we don't have to move up yet. Darn him! Staying exactly where he was to stop us from actually doing that. Okay, we gotta fall back a space, or this... Actually, no, the skeleton's burning up when its turn begins, so we can stay put. That's all we're going to do. We can then make sure that skeleton dies. We can pummeling a zombie. That's all we have to do. Okay. Can we kill both of these zombies this turn? Might be able to. Yes, we can. +1 stamina for that elf. Slinger can get +1 stamina. Plate! Overshoes. If we didn't take a warrior, so that's not very useful for us. Still, we'll hold on to it. Rudolus, what's next for you? Now we begin running into trouble about what we can actually kill. Let's fight some dark elves. Linter fights some undead. We should probably build a tailor store so we get access to the Flag of Intrepidity, which is something that our hero could benefit from. But we don't have wood or horses yet, so not yet. I guess we build a recruiting station. First off, it'll give us access to the barracks. And that means that we'll be able to have the light infantry in the future. I'm going to do that. And I guess we'll put a granary here. Any turn now, I'm expecting us to lose Breadvale, by the way, to the Halfling Uprising. I don't like how long this is taking. Ooh, 6 enemies. Skeleton, Bone Spearman, and a zombie. That is too tough for you, Linter. Despite your spell selection, you will not beat that many. Night Shadow, Dark Priestess, 5 enemies. I think we can win, and hopefully without losses. Because this is going to get tricky. Okay. They don't have forest knowledge. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If I move back another space, they won't even be able to hit me. If I bless him, he's got 8 ranged attack. Dies when her turn begins. Remember that I've lowered the range of these girls by 1 in the game files, because I feel like they're horrifically broken. Have I mentioned how much I hate the Dark Elf girl, these Night Shadows? I hate them. Good. She dies when her turn begins. These other girls do not. Traveling staff. Almost completely destroyed. Found a stick in the mud. Actually, this must have been. She must have tried to block an arrow with the staff, and maybe it grazed it and set it on fire, which is why it only has 2 durability. But if we do take a mage later, that would be useful for a +1 skillful spellcaster as a free staff for him. This spearman can get some morale. A round shield, mail bracers, and the master jeweler shop has been unlocked for us, at least on this shard. Good cash for that battle, 199. I won't say no to that. And Rudolus can... We don't have to repair that, but we should repair the other gear, since he's using those mail bracers, and currently using the round shield, because we don't have a banner for him yet. Linter, let's have you come down here and buy the horses for us. I think you have Diplomacy 1. Rulus, you almost leveled, but did not do so. So you're going to stay here and explore. Do I take the barracks for some experience points on new units that are higher? Or do I build the theater now? I usually build the theater if it's available and I have over 100 gold left over. Mostly because I do like the decrease in... or the increase. The population mood is reduced from like very discontent to just discontent in the case of the orcs, and discontent to quiet in the case of these barbarian lands. And doing that sooner rather than later I think is more useful. And I also very rarely find marble before this is something that I'm going to want to have. But all that money could be useful instead to save it up for a better bow. So you know, I think I've just convinced myself to not do that in this instance. And we'll just build a pub here. And then end the turn. Oh, actually, we want the cash anyway to afford to be able to purchase this province. So we'll save up for later. Let's see what the guard is here. It's 11 enemies. That's a super strong guard for a tier 2 province. We're here to negotiate, though. What if I pay half as much to you? It's 240. Deal. Inquisitors, we approach them. I want to help you eradicate heresy. As you say. When enough firewood was collected, the punishment began. The heretics screamed in pain and begged for a quick death, but to no avail. They died a slow and painful death in the flames. After the execution, the Inquisitor shared his knowledge with the hero about how to find heretics among the common people. Interesting. That leveled us. +1 command, and we will absolutely grab Range Tactics 3 to finish up our range tactics. The halflings are overthrowing our rule. Those bastards. No need to dramatize. A bright rainbow has appeared in the sky over the province of Ritual. The priests say it's a good omen, promising some luck. The magicians claim a rainbow often appears over lands rich in magic energy, so it makes sense to perform the ritual to search for a source of magic before the rainbow vanishes. There's a chance, if we perform the magic search ritual, that we could gain an income increase in gems here of a not insignificant amount, something like 13 gems per turn. So, we've also learned that if we search for treasure, there's a phenomenal, well, not a phenomenal chance, but there's a chance that we might find some amazing gear. Normally, I just find some gold. I think we'll risk the 30 gems to see if we can find a magic source of crystals here. Your conjurers perform the ritual, but no secret sources of magic are revealed. So much for believing in omens. Alright, so we lost the halfling village. Rudolus leveled up. He gained +1 more command, which is good. So let's give him back that spearman. March right back over here and see what took this halfling lands. If it's just a group of adventurers, we'll take it back again. Ghosts and swamp creatures are in this province. We have more centaurs down here. We still don't have more brigands. Ruthless, I think... He probably can fight the 8 brigands, but that... I prefer walking into those battles with an equal number of troops. We have 6 to their 8, but I think we could probably do it if it came down to it. Linter. Centaur lands, Lizard lands. Let's have him purchase this province now, the one with the Mandrake root. Oh, right, we have horses. Let's build a farmer's market. Increases population growth, and now our plains provinces can have mills placed in them. We'll go with the cheap stuff first, though, and build a granary here. Elf, dwarf, halfling, and a bard. We can win. It all comes down to where that elf is. He's also a fire elf. I'm going to have to move away. So if I move up and shoot him, he'll die. Actually, it should be fine. Start burning that guy. Good. He dies when his turn begins. He's almost dead when his turn begins. Can you maybe put a point of damage on him? Oh, you can put 2 points of damage on him. Fantastic. Then he dies too. Good job, team. We'll give you a resistance. And now we've retaken this land again. All right, let's go ahead and put a... You know, I don't really want to put buildings here until I can secure this province with a guard, so we're not going to do that yet. We'll put a pub here. Linter moves south to buy this province, so we're going to need at least 240 gold. That means nothing else gets purchased, and we just end our turn. There'll be no loafers, though. Ruthless, what's here? Can you kill the giant spiders? That's a tough fight for your army to do, and there needs to be only 3 of them for you to do it. But let's try it. We can afford a granary, so I guess we will put a... Oh! We already put down a building. I don't like how long it's taking. It makes me think the AI is claiming province after province. 13 guards in a tier 2 province. Holy crap. Negotiate. Half as much to you personally? Deal. +1 command. And you know, since we're probably doing scouting, Linter's going to grab scouting. Let's take that. It is only 3 spiders. Let's see if we can do it. We're not going first, though. Okay, not going first sucks. We have 2 points in initiative, don't we, by the way? 1 point in initiative. We only have 1 point in that skill, Tim. You want another rank in it. So stop complaining. Okay, let's do it. All right, so let's look at the defenses. 3 range defense, 3 range defense, 2 range defense. It'll be easy for us to kill that one once it moves up a bit. But I'm not going to charge up at them. I want as many rounds as possible to begin shooting at them first. This elf is our most damaging elf. So, all right, hold on. Let's think. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to have to deal with both of these spiders at the same time. So, we could bless one of my spearmen to give him a little edge when they actually manage to reach us. We'll have some unit that has a little bit of defense. 1, 2. 1, 2. We might have to, we don't have to worry about all 3 spiders at the same time. Do I want to do 1 point of damage, or do I want to potentially be ready with more defense as well? We'll have some defense here. And we'll try killing that one to start. Okay. I like that because I can move my spearmen up and around to avoid that spider for 1 turn. It can move here, which means this is the only unit it can hit. So then if I move my spearmen up and to the right, we can avoid hitting this one at all. Sorry, avoid taking a hit from that spider at all. Like that. Now this one we still have to worry about. But I think we can kill it. Yep, that's dead. This one we still have to hit with something. So I think we throw a sling stone. And that should be all I have to do. Alright, and now for this spider. So we can force march here to get him into position in case we need him to help. The rest of my army moves down and we throw a spear, lowering his ranged defense. And then hit him with everything we got. And with 1 hit point left, he's dying for sure at the start of his turn, but we'll get some experience points for one of my spearmen instead. Well done, guys. What I think helps a commander is do some of these battles that other heroes would struggle with is his increased unit count. It's a bit awkward that our hero isn't getting as much command as I would have hoped he would have at this level, but he does still have more units than I think any of our other heroes would have, or at the max number of units they would have at this point. So hopefully I'm showing off how to use him effectively. The commander sits in the back and helps his army via his passive buffs and whatever active spells you want to cast to help his army out as well. And the army does the work. Obviously. +1 stamina, a resistance, a hit point. Morgenstern. All right. Warrior next, then, as we have a guaranteed decent weapon for him. Good cash for that battle, too. 252 bucks and 17 gems. 1 more turn for us, everyone. We'll end at turn 20. Ruthless. Mercenaries might have a knight with them, and I have no answer for that unit. It's fast, it's in my lines, I can't kill it quickly. It has good range defense, so that's not a battle I want to try. The Ancient Guards is ridiculously tough. We're not doing that battle either. So I think we come down here and fight the undead with Ruthless. And what's this? Right, another shop, a jewelry store, and the Mandrake Glade. Another free settlement. So we can purchase this free settlement as well to give us even more gem income if I'm willing to spend 240 gold for it. I think... I mean, for next, it would give us a another office. This is another province where the AI. Well, hold on. I'm panicking. Or I'm thinking, not panicking, that the AI comes up here and takes this province in this one. But that's like 50 turns from now, so I don't need to worry about that so soon. I think we hold off buying this province. And I think instead, Linter comes back home and explores. Oh, right, we have a unit slot with him. Yeah, let's bring him home and fill that unit slot. And I guess since we're going to fill that unit slot, we will build a barracks. And then we will build a granary. And since now we have several guard contracts, we'll put down adventurers here. Although I find them weaker than the light infantry guard, they're also 2 less gold per turn maintenance and 20 less gold to hire them, and they should do the job in repulsing any easy halfling uprising in a Ring 1 province that occurs. If the Fellowship of the Ring shows up, though, no matter what I have in this province, it's going to be lost. And I'm hoping that if there is a uprising, or if there is an uprising here, and we have got the halflings as allies then, that gives us a ridiculously strong guard here to protect us from the enemy. So hopefully that all works out for us. Anyway, I'm babbling. Let's end the turn, and then that will do it for us. Okay, so that will do it. We're going to end the video here. So before we do that, we'll build a pub. Rudalus can fight some undead. Lintar can hire a new unit. I still can't afford him. We don't have 360 bucks. So since we can't afford him, we'll hire a new spearman. And this spearman starts at level 2, so you know what? I think it is worth doing is deleting. Oh, it's 50 bucks to get 2 levels. Is that worth it? How much? If we're earning more than 50 bucks, it's worth it. Let's do it. So we'll get rid of these 2 spearmen. Hire 2 new ones. Linter explores. Rudalus is going to that building. And that's all I will do at the moment. Alright everyone, so quick summary of the episode. We reached turn 20. We have 2 heroes. They're not leveling as fast as I would like, Linter especially, but we didn't have very many easy locations to help us out at the start. Everything else is now kind of more difficult to do, which means that we're going to have some tricky decisions as to what we're going to be tackling in the next episode. Linter probably explores, doing any other easy location he discovers, while we try doing some mid-level battles with Rudalus, despite the fact that, well, we really want one more command with him. And we don't have a banner for him either. But it doesn't matter. We gotta try doing some more fights. We took Tier 2 provinces and took all our Ring 1 provinces too, but we took the Tier 2 provinces with money, not with bloodshed. Which is good for our karma, not so good for our purse, but it also gave us some starting resources in turn 20, which I think is extremely nice, because that will save us quite a bit of cash. The horses especially. We also have found the Corian Bogs, and we know we need to take on this province and find the location in it that will give us another key of truth. So we will be attempting to do that as soon as we're able to. But next episode, we're probably doing some more difficult location battles because our heroes are lower level. We're going to try, hopefully, to gain, I guess, the halflings as allies, because I don't see any other ally will be able to get to join us. Centaurs are a possibility if we don't kill all the brigands. If we can get them to give us their quest, that would be kind of really nice to gain them as allies, because we have never done that before. But man, I've never been able to get them to give me that quest. We'll see what happens. If we don't get all the brigands, we don't find, and we're not able to get the halflings with us next episode, we may be getting the centaurs as allies because we have a strong army at that point. Alright, so that does it. Thank you guys for watching. I've only got 1 comment on the previous part as well, so there'll be no comment reading for this video, so I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Take care, guys, and thanks for watching.